Welcome back, everyone. Today, we are going to discuss the return type pattern in Pointcut Expressions. In the last video, we covered the modifier pattern. We tested it live and proved exactly how Spring AOP behaves with different modifiers. Now, we move to the next part of the execution expression, return type pattern. And remember, unlike the modifier, the return type is required. You cannot skip it. The return type pattern controls what return type should the matched method have. You can be very specific, target only methods that return string or void, or a specific object type. Or you can be completely flexible, use the asterisk wildcard to match methods regardless of what they return. Let's get started. Alright, look at the screen. In our demo service, we already have the displayMessage method which has a string return type. Now, I am going to create a new method that returns a user_DTO object. This gives us two methods with two different return types. DisplayMessage returns string, and new method returns user_DTO. I am going to copy the existing displayMessage method, paste it, and make two changes. First, change the return type from string to user_DTO. Second, rename the method to createUser and update the log message. Alright, now let's call both methods from the controller. Alright, look at the screen. I have called createUser first, and then displayMessage second. Alright, let's open logging aspect. Look at the screen. In the previous video, we changed our Pointcut expression to target modifier demo for the modifier demo. Now, we are changing it back to target demo service. Because our two test methods, createUser and displayMessage, are both in demo service. So we need the Pointcut to point there. Let's update the expression now. Follow my screen. Alright, and just as we established in the last video, we are omitting the modifier from our Pointcut expression. Remember, the modifier is optional. Alright, now let's focus on the main point of this video, the return type pattern. For our first test, I am going to specify string as the return type in the Pointcut expression. Alright, after the return type, the next part is the fully qualified class name. We need to tell Spring which class contains the methods we want to intercept. So after string, we add the complete package path and class name, com.gan.derpun.service.demoservice. Alright, for the method name, we use the asterisk wildcard. For the parameter pattern, we use double dots inside the brackets, which match methods with any number of parameters of any type. Look at the Pointcut expression one more time. The first thing you see after execution is string. That is the return type. And it is the first filter Spring applies. It means, I only want to intercept methods that return string. Anything else, ignore. So out of all the methods in demo service, Spring will scan through them, and only the ones returning string will match this Pointcut. Alright, let's start the application. Hit the API. Alright, look at the console carefully. Interesting. No aspect triggered at all. And look at the class name, demo service is not a proxy. That means something is wrong with our Pointcut expression. And this is actually a very important lesson. Let me look at the expression. Found it. Look at the end of the expression. The closing bracket is missing. Alright, bracket fixed. Let's restart the application. Hit the API again. Alright, look at the console carefully. Let's read through this together. First, the controller log. Next, create user method log printed. But look carefully. No aspect log before it. Create user method ran, completely ignored by the aspect. And that is exactly what we predicted. Because create user returns user DTO, not string. The return type filter eliminated it. Now look at what comes next. This is the important part. Aspect log fires, at before advice fired, method, display message. The aspect intercepted display message, before it even ran. Because display message returns string, which is exactly what our Pointcut is targeting. And then, display message method log. The actual method ran after the advice. Alright, now let's test the next scenario. Instead of string, let's change the return type in our Pointcut to our custom class user DTO. Let's start the application. Hit the API. Alright, look at the console. The aspect did not trigger again. And this time, I know exactly why. I made a mistake in the expression. When using a custom class as the return type, you must use the fully qualified class name. Not just user DTO. Spring does not know what user DTO is here. Because it is just a simple class name, with no package information. Spring cannot resolve it. For Java built-in types, string, void, int, the simple name works fine. Spring knows them. But for your own custom classes, always use the fully qualified name. Otherwise Spring cannot resolve the type, and the Pointcut silently fails. Alright, let's update the expression with the fully qualified class name for user DTO. Let's start the application. Let's hit the API. Alright, look at the console carefully. Let's read through this together. First, the controller log. Next, aspect log fires. This time for create user. Our at before advice intercepted create user, before it even ran. Because create user returns user DTO, which is exactly what our Pointcut is targeting now. Then, create user method log. The actual method ran after the advice. And now, look at what comes next. Display message method log, printed directly. No aspect log before it. Display message method ran, completely ignored by the aspect. Because it returns string, and our Pointcut is looking for user DTO. String does not match. Filtered out. This is the complete opposite of our first test. And that is exactly what we predicted. And that brings us to the end of this video. Today we covered the return type pattern in Pointcut Expressions. In the next video, we continue with the return type pattern. So make sure you do not miss that. If this video helped you, please like it. Got questions? Drop them in the comments below. I read every single one. Subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss an upload. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.